adopted 2 days before my first birthday. I was adopted by Dr. Jim and Judy Culberson in Morgantown, West Virginia. When I first came home to my new family, I was a little nervous and I was a little scared. I was like, who are these people? Because I'd been with my birth mother for 9 months. I was in foster care for 3 months, and then I was adopted. So this was a whole new family for me. I had all these questions that came up, and I wondered who I looked like. I wondered about medical history. That I was really, really angry at my birth father. I thought, well, where was he? Did he want to meet me? Didn't he want to talk to me? I had all these questions that I wanted to get answered, and I didn't know where to begin. I called this private investigator, and within 2 hours, maybe, I got all the information I needed for $25. And the private investigator said, you should write a letter. And I wrote a letter, and within 4 days, I got a phone call. There was this woman on the other line. She said, "Hello, Sierra. This is Evelyn. How are you? I'm your auntie. We received your letter." And I started to bawl. My uncle gets on the phone and he goes, "Oh, Sierra, do you know who you are?" He said, "You are part of a royal family. Your great-grandfather was a paramount chief in Sierra Leone. Your grandfather was a paramount chief. You can be chief someday if you ever choose to. Your grandfather was knighted Justice of the Peace by the Queen of England, and you can be princess someday. You are considered a princess in this country." And they said, "We're going to contact your father in Sierra Leone. He's going to be so happy to meet you." So all the fear came back again. Well, what if he doesn't want to meet me? And they contacted my father, but it took them 2 weeks to get one message from village to village because cell phones weren't really prevalent then. I walked into the airport because we took the stairs down the airplane and walked into the small airport in Lunge in Sierra Leone. And my father was standing there. And I walked over to him and I gave him a big hug and I said, "It is so good to finally meet you." And he said, "It's so good to finally meet you too." And he took me outside and I met my Aunt Amy, the chief's wife. And we drove on what I call the Indiana Jones roads to Boompay. And as I arrived, there was this one young boy who ran up next to the car. He was wearing all white. And he ran up ahead of us. And we kept driving. And all of a sudden, there was 100, 200, 300. There were hundreds of people singing and dancing, welcoming me to my family's village. And I was completely overwhelmed. They were singing, "Tang, tang, tang. Tang, tang, tang." Oh, I can't go back to the United States and act like I didn't see anything. We started a nonprofit. We first called it the Pessoa Foundation after my family, and then we renamed it to Sierra Leone Rising. We've been doing work in public health, education, and female empowerment. We've dug 9 wells that are serving 12,000 people with clean water because we partnered with Rotary. My dad and my birth father started working with Rotary, and Rotary International gave us grants. So we were able to dig wells that are serving people with water. We started a PAD program working with Days for Girls, and Days for Girls helped teach young girls how to make sanitary pads that are built into their underwear so girls stop dropping out of school due to their menstrual cycle, so they actually can stay in school. And these pads are reusable, they're washable. We started a computer center and started helping with technology and having kids learn how to code. We started learning about the hospital system and the need for clean water, the need for medical care. We've helped restore most of the school, the classrooms, latrine system, and we have more to do. But it's all been with partnerships. It's all been with community coming together.
And honestly, none of this would be possible without our partnerships. That's what it really takes to make things happen.
This is about supporting and connecting after an 11-year civil war and Ebola, and supporting our brothers and sisters and our family, because this is a global world we live in. To have people have all the things that they wanted and all the things that they had before it was taken from them in a war. So that's the journey. And it continues on.